Hey there, everyone. I know I'm a little bit late on this topic, but I wanted to talk about the Crew 1. By the time this video has gone up, the Crew 1 has already been taken down. You can't play it anymore, and if you try, you'll just be stuck on this screen. For some people, they probably don't care too much about this game. They either didn't like it or just didn't really know about it. But to me, this game was really fun to just drive around in. Imagine you're having a rough day at work or school, whatever, and you just want to relax a little bit. This game just gave you that experience. Just going out for a relaxing drive, not paying too much attention to the map, and just seeing where the road takes you. You had the entire USA to explore, albeit a smaller version, but it still felt pretty nice to drive in, especially going from one end of the map to the other with some good music in the background. But I think what's more surprising is how this game became a catalyst for this big movement to fight against publishers and the constant killing of video games and talk about game preservation. The Crew was an online-only game, and it required an internet connection to play at any given time. Now, instead of Ubisoft doing the simple, logical thing of just, giving it an offline patch, like, for example, Polyphony have with Gran Turismo Sport recently, they chose the latter and decided to kill the servers entirely, making your copies of the game completely worthless. Reminder, this game was sold at full price. At the bare minimum, we should be able to just play the single player content. But we all know why they won't do that. Because they want to force people to play either the Crew 2 or Motorfest. Now, some people are probably going to mention Need for Speed World because that also got taken down and resurrected by the community, and hope the same thing will happen with the Crew 1. But the difference between EA and Ubisoft is that EA has moved on. They don't really have any game that is similar to Need for Speed World, so they're just, focused on the new games like Unbound, Heat, whatever. They're just focusing on the next big thing. But Ubisoft, on the other hand, they want you to get Motorfest or the Crew 2. Games that are not even close to being as unique as the very first game and having a lot less than its originator. Trying to make people spend even more money on what eventually is going to become even more future dead games. Now, like anyone out there, I believe if you own a certain copy, you should be able to play it whenever you feel like it. But what Ubisoft wants us to get used to is, fuck you, we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want, and there's nothing you can do about it. But thankfully, there is something you can actually do. For those of you currently unaware, there's a YouTuber called Accursed Farms who has been sharing this movement around to stop video game publishers from killing our video games. If you go to stopkillinggames.com, you can contact your local authorities and tell them about the situation and that Ubisoft is probably breaking some consumer laws in your country. Now, I myself do not live in any of these countries, so there isn't much that I can do, but I know the majority of my YouTube audience does, so I wanted to spread awareness to this site. So if you do have a bit of spare time, please check out this site and please contact your local authorities about the situation. At the end of the day, fuck Ubisoft, fuck their business practices. I don't want to live in a future where most games are going to have this type of treatment going forwards. And this concept just needs to change. I'll leave a link to the original video in the description down below from Accursed Farms. And that's all I wanted to really mention in this short video. Just spread awareness to the situation. I hope y'all have a great day.